E and E dash are any two complementary events. Suppose E and E dash are any two complementary events, then P of E, that means probability of E plus probability of complement of that event. Often complement means complement of E is denoted by E bar or E dash. In both ways, we can represent complement of an event. Okay. And according to probability, P of E plus P of E dash should be 1. Okay. This is the relation between event probability and its complement probability. Okay. From this relation, you can write either P of E equal to 1 minus P of E bar, or you can also write P of E bar equal to 1 minus P of E. So according to the situation, you can use these results. If one thing was known, for example, P of E was known, then you can calculate P of E bar. And also, if P of E bar is known, from that value, you can calculate P of E using these results. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay, next. Let us discuss some examples. Example 17. A die is rolled. Okay. List the sample space in set notation. So he is asking about the sample space. Sample space often denoted by S. Okay. And here the experiment was rolling a die. So think about that. If you roll a die, what you will get, those are all mentioned in the sample space, the all outcomes. We know that the all outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. This is the set notation, what he asks in the question of a die when it was rolled. And question number B. Find the probability of rolling a 6. Okay. So this event, simply we can denote P of 6 when a die was rolled. And actually, only we want getting a 6 on the top of the face of a rolling die, rolled die. And we know that its sample space was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of all these possibilities, we want only one event on the top of the face, which is 1. So number of elements in the numerator set is 1. Number of elements in the denominator set is 6. So the answer is 1 by 6. Understood?
Yeah.
Next, question number 6. He is asking that what is the complementary event of rolling a 6? So complement he is asking. So you can write that 6 bar. Okay. Understood? 6 bar.
Yeah.
So you know that accordingly, the relation, what we studied earlier, the relation says simply if you want P of E bar, then you have to use 1 minus P of E. So from that, you can write 1 minus P of 6, that is equal to 1 minus P of 6. We just calculated in the above question, that is 1 by 6. You can use that value here directly. Okay. So that means otherwise you have to calculate here. for P of 6. Okay, the same, all these steps are do copy and paste here in this question. If it was solely asked this question, okay. And you know that 1 minus 1 by 6 is how much? 5 by
5/6.
5 by 6. That is the answer of this question. And what is asking? Find P not rolling a 6. Find P means probability. Find probability not rolling a 6. Not rolling a 6 is same as P of 6 bar. 6 bar, it is also called not 6. For example, E bar means complement of E, complement of that E, also it is called not E. In both situations, you can use this P of, that means E bar. Okay. He said not rolling a 6. That means not getting 6. Not getting 6 means we already calculated that it was 5 by 6. Understood? So this is the answer of this question. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay. Next, example 18. A dog breeder tries to produce a dog with a curly tail. Okay. If 4 puppies are born, how many born? 4 puppies. So sample space was how much? 4. Okay. The probabilities are as follows. Not curly hair. It was a different question. Why is uses 13 in the denominator? Okay. No curly tails. 3 out of 13. 3 out of 13 means actually 13 puppies actually he is taking as a sample space. But he said in the question 4 puppies are born. Okay. Out of them, no curly tails is 3 out of 13. One curly tail is 5 out of 13. Two curly tails, 2 out of 13. Three curly tails, 1 out of 13. Four curly tails, 2 out of 13. Okay. So do one thing, add all these values. Okay, let's see. 13 is the overall LCM. So first value 3 plus, next value 5 plus, 2 plus, 1 plus 2. Is that 1?
Yeah.
Yes, it is 1. That means the data is correct. The probabilities are correct. Okay. Find the probability that at least one puppy will have curly tail. So what he said, at least one. This question, you can do this question in 2 different ways. You can answer this question in 2 ways. The first way is P of at least one puppy, at least one puppy have curly tail. So what he said, at least one. At least one means leastly one. At least one means leastly one. Okay. So that means one puppy having curly tail plus two puppies. Two puppies having curly tail and 3 puppies having curly tail, 4 puppies having curly tail, 5 puppies having curly tail, 6 puppies, 7 puppies, and so on. 13 puppies having curly tail. This is the possibility of that. Okay.
Yeah.
So at least one means you have to start this situation, same situation what he is asking. He is asking for having curly tail. So you have to start from 1. What he said, that number, he said 1. So you have to start from 1. And you have to write gradually increase 1 unit by each step and sum them all the values. That is the meaning of at least 1. For example, suppose he said at least 4. So what your answer, tell me?
At least 4 puppies.
At least 4 puppies is the question. What is your answer?
1 minus
No,
at least
1
four
minus
puppies.
1 minus that is okay. That is the second procedure. I will tell you that procedure also. At least 4 means you have to start from 4. 4 puppies having curly tail. 5 puppies having curly tail. And you have to write all the probabilities, not the summing all these values. Okay. Don't do 4 plus 5 plus. Just it is indicating the probability of having 4 puppies having curly tail. P of 5 means 5 puppies having curly tail. And so on. You have to move up to 13 puppies. Understood?
Yeah.
So this is the meaning of at least 4 and at least 1. From that number, you have to start writing, finding the probabilities from starting from that number. And there is another way also, one more method, that is 1 minus doing 1 minus no. If he asks the question of at least 1, on that situation, you have to answer that question by writing at least no. So it is called a reverse way of answering. Reverse way of answering. The second way is 1 minus probability of no puppy have curly tail. No puppy have curly tail. That means, for example, if anyone asks you, find the probability of at least one holiday. For example, in some other case, someone asks you, find out at least one holiday, they said. What you do? In this situation, what is your answer? 1 minus probability of no
Not having
holiday.
holidays.
No holiday you have to write. 1 minus probability of no holiday. Understood?
Yeah.
1 minus no. For this will work only for the case of at least 1. This will work only the case of at least 1. No other situations. If he asks, for example, at least 2, you should not use this situation. 1 minus, you don't say that in that situation also. If someone asks you like find the probability at least 2, some situation. Okay. Then what to say? Then you have to say 1 minus P of no minus P of 1. Both you should subtract from 1. Because he said at least 2. That's why you are again subtracting this 1 also. Understood? If he said probability of at least 3 he said, what is your answer will be? 1 minus along with P of no
Probability
means
of
0,
no
P
and
of
1
1
and 2.
and also P of 2. Understood this procedure? Two ways of
Yeah.
answering I teach you. Now, in this question, we will proceed with 1 minus no puppy because we have the probability for not having a curly tail, this situation. This one you can use, this result. Okay. So write down 1 minus 3 out of 13. So 13 is the LCM for this two fractions. So 13 minus 3, that means 10 out of 13 puppies having at least one curly tail. Understood? This is the answer. of this question. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here are some other 19. Question number, example 19. So in example 19, a 10-sided die has faces marked with 1 to 10. Okay, it's a 10-sided, 10 faces die. The die biased. Biased means what? It's a programmed die. Programmed die. Okay, understood? What is programmed die means? Programmed die means it's not a general die. General die he mentioned as unbiased. Okay, remember these words. Unbiased means what we are using in our daily life. Okay, those are called unbiased. Biased means its probabilities are different. According to the question, we have to create the probabilities respectively. It's not a general case. It's not general die. Okay, suppose he doesn't said anything like biased and unbiased. Then what we do in that case? In that case, we will treat as a general case. If he not mentioned anything, we will treat that as a general die. For example, look at this example. A die, he said, he doesn't mention that it is unbiased or biased. In this case, we will treat that this die is unbiased. That means it's a normal die and a general die. And in our daily life, what we are using, that kind of die was rolled, and we will solve the problems accordingly. But he said here, it is biased. That means it's a programmed die. It's not a normal kind of die. So according to the probabilities he mentioned, or he said, according to that way, you have to take these values. So let us suppose do the first question, and he gave the probabilities also. P of 4 he gave 0.3. P of 2 is 0.25. P of 3 bar means 0.8. Okay, these are the respective values he mentioned. Okay. And what he said the first question, P of 4 bar. 4 bar means, you know that 1 minus P of 4. Okay. So that means 1 minus P of 4 means what? 0.3.
0.3.
Yes, 0.3. That means 0.7 is the answer of this first question. Okay. Next, he said P of 2 bar. P of 2 bar means, according to definition, 1 minus P of 2. That means 1 minus, how much is P of 2? 0.25.
0.25.
Yes, 0.25. You know how to subtract these values?
Yeah.
Either you can use
0.75.
also, yes, 0.75. And now he is asking P of 3. P of 3 will be calculated by doing P of 3 bar, and P of 3 bar was given as 0.8. So 1 minus 0.8, which is equal to 0.2. Understood?
Yeah.
What he said in this question?
P of 4 plus P of 4 dash.
Yes, you are correct. P of 4 plus P of 4 bar will be 1, right? We know that. We know that P of 4 plus P of 4 bar will be 1. And what he said here? In question E?
P of 2 and plus P of 4 dash for all of them.
P of 2 plus P of 4 whole dash. Right?
Yeah.
First, we will calculate this P of 2 and P of 4 bar. This is nothing but P of 2 bar plus P of 4 bar. You can take like this. Okay. So P of 2 bar, we already done that value as 0.75. And remember one thing, probability cannot be more than 1. And P of 4 bar, how much is that? 0.7. Maybe the question is wrong because look at that value. Probability of anything cannot be more than 1.
Okay.
Cannot be more than 1. But here, if you observe, it will be around 1.45. It's a wrong answer. Maybe the question has correction. Check the question again and try
I
your.
don't have the PDF.
Okay. Okay. So I will try to correct this one. I will send it in WhatsApp to you. Okay.
Okay.
Mutually exclusive events. So remember this exclusive mutually means they are happening in the same experiment or random experiment. Or in other words, in our daily life, if you observe in a work, mutually random experiment or experiment means random experiment or experiment means in daily life event, one of daily life event, two or more things happen and they are happening at the same time. Exclusive means it is not possible. For example, um, you people are doing 3 or more works at the same time. For example, eating, right? Eating something and watching movies at the same time while you are eating, and listening music at the same time by earphones, right? These 3 things are performing in the same time. It is possible, right? So that means these 3 works are not exclusive. Okay, understood? Exclusive
Yeah.
means it is not possible. Exclusive means same time not possible. Same time or both at a time. Same time or both at a time is not possible. Is not possible. Okay. That is what called P of, that means A intersection B is empty. What is empty means? Empty means there is no common for both of these 2 sets. There is no common for both of these 2 sets. That is, intersection is empty set. If you calculate the probability for that, then P of A intersection B equal to P of phi, and which is equal to 0. Understood? So then A comma B are said to be A comma B are said to be exclusive events. Exclusive events. Understood? A comma B
Yeah.
are said to be exclusive events. So if A comma B are exclusive events, A comma B are exclusive events, then what we will define this addition theorem. So that's why look at these 2 sets. These 2 sets are not jointed. These 2 sets are not jointed. So they are separately existed. In this case, P of A union B should be P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. And but P of A intersection B is 0 because A comma B are exclusive events. So P of A intersection B is 0. So that's why you can write P of A plus P of B as P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus 0. Minus 0 means you can avoid that 0. So you can say simply P of A plus P of B. Understood? For example, uh, king and spade have common value. What is that common value? Spade king. If B is an event of spades and AB in an event of getting a king, in this kind of situation, we have a common value, that's spade king. Okay, spade king is a common value. Understood? So we have that event 1. So P of, in this case, P of A or B or P of A union B. A or B is also, you can write union. Union, that symbol indicates plus or. Both you can use for this, both you can use union. Okay, insert notation. So we know that according to, this is called addition theorem. P of A union B equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. This is called addition theorem. In addition theorem, if they are exclusive events, then it will be, intersection will be 0. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
in this case, intersection exists. Like spade king, that intersection exists. So you can write P of A union B equal P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Okay. Now we will do these questions. A card is drawn from a normal deck of playing cards. What is the probability that a red card is drawn? What is the probability of red card is drawn? Okay. So we will do this question. Let us choose. A card is drawn from a normal deck of playing cards. So actually recall the information about that cards and everything. How many cards are there in the pack of deck? 52 cards. Okay. Then n of s is equal to how much? 52. 52 C1 actually you have to write. Why? Because you are choosing one card from a deck of cards. So C means combination. C means combination. Okay. C means combination. In English, it is called selection. In Latin, it is called combination. Okay. NCR means out of the n things, selecting R things from that. Out of n things are available, we have to select R things from that. For example, if you want to purchase a cell phone, mobile, and you went a mobile shop. There you can find 5 different company mobiles with latest version. Out of them, you have to choose one. Thus, that fact is denoted by 5C1. Understood? So, n things out there, selecting R things from that. If you want to choose 2 mobiles from that, then the answer will be 5C2. Okay? 5C2 means
Yes.
5 out of 2 you have to select. I will tell you the calculation also, how many ways you can select those 2 mobiles from out of 5. So look at the number, top number 5. You have to start with that number 5. So how many factors? It will be indicated by this down number. Is 2, no? So that means you have to write, including 5, you have to write 2 factors. That is 5 into 4. Understood? And divided by 2 factorial. Divided by this number. This number 2 factorial, you should divide it. Divide that entire values. Okay. For example, if you want to calculate 5C3, then what to write? Tell me. 5. Okay. What is the next number? 4. What is the next number? 3. That means you have to write 3 factors continuously, starting from 5. And in the downside, you have to write 3 factorial. Do you know factorial notations?
No.
Okay. So this will be 2 factorial is 2 only. 2 goes to 4 in 2 times. So you have 10 choices. In 10 ways, you can do this work. Selection of 2 mobiles out of 5. Okay. So 52C1 means 52 only. Okay. So from out of deck of cards means on that 52 cards is there. Selecting one card from that is 52. And it should be red card. Can you tell me selecting of red cards? How many red cards exist in the pack?
26.
Yes, 26 is correct answer. 13 hearts and 13 diamonds. Total 13 plus 13, 26. Only a card. He said a card. A card means only one card. So 26C1 out of 52C1. That is 26C1 is also 26 out of 52. So this will be 1 by 2 because 26 table, it goes to 2 times in 52. 1 by 2. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the answer of this question. Next, an even number card is drawn. Okay. He's not mentioning any colors or something. An even number card is not using plural. He is mentioning singular only. That means only one card is drawn. So N of S, you know, sample space 52C1 again. And even number card, N of even number card will be how many even numbers exist? Let us count that, okay? Card 2, card 4, right? With any denomination, Card 6, card 8, card 10 is also exist. How many cards?
5.
2 card, 4 card, 6 card, 8 card, 10 card. These are the even cards exist in the pack, right? How many they are? 5. 5. So out of 5, you have to, not 5 only. In each symbol, right? Actually, for example, these number cards, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, exist in spade, exist in hearts, exist in diamond, exist in club also, right? How many there are? 4 suits. 20 cards exist. So 20C1. That means 20. Okay. So therefore, probability of drawing an even card is 20 out of 52. You can cancel